Gunline. Fire mission coming down. I'm your host, Lopez, and you're listening to the On the Gunline podcast, where we shoot the shit like we did out in the field in the past, y'all. Check it out. Today, we got with us Oli Hunt, who's checking out his nerdy glasses, giving us the blessings. And we got Urena, who fucked up the headgear, giving us his blessings. And you got me. So, hey, just wanted to tell you all Merry Christmas, first of all. Hope y'all had a good motherfucking Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Fuck that season's greetings. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
We gotta be inclusive, man. Not everybody.
No, fuck that.
Christmas.
If that's hold on. What? I'm sorry. Get the fuck out of here. We're starting this shit early today. So here's the thing. I'll say Happy Hanukkah when it's Hanukkah. I'll say Happy Kwanzaa if I knew when the fuck that was.
Yesterday.
And motherfucker, on Christmas, I'm gonna say Merry fucking Christmas. The end. Why do I gotta put them all in one bubble?
Because you're knocking it all at once, man. You know.
Then you know what? No, because what if there's an atheist out there that doesn't believe in holidays because they come from holy days? All of a sudden now you're fucking excluding him.
You just make that up. The holy days.
What do you? That's where I'm thinking it's coming from.
Past the Jim Jordan glasses, the Jim Jones glasses.
Oh, here we go.
What we're about to say next is that this man Lopez puts the Christ in Christmas.
Goddamn right.
That was the next step in this conversation.
Right. Damn right. Nah, man, it's been a good fucking year. Thank y'all for being here. It's been a blessed year, I think. To be honest, I was telling Hunt earlier. You know, I want to discuss 2021, the year in review. You know, what are the realities that we saw versus the expectations? So starting back at the end of 2019, when the Rona had kicked in, right? Oh, wait, 2020.
2019.
No. At the end of 2020 to the beginning of 2021, because we're in 2021 right now, right?
Yeah, no, it was 2019 when Rona came in.
Right. But I'm skipping over a year. That's how bad 2021 has been. It went by so fucking quick that I thought we were still in 2020. To me, I think we're still in March 2019. But no, I was thinking like, you know, everybody expected 2021 to be a better year. You know, we'll have the Rona all fucking wrapped up and shipped out. But no, it didn't happen. We got lure from the ruler of Omicron Persei 8 that ended up giving us the Rona. So Urena, what are some takeaways or stories that stood out to you about 2021?
Oh man, shit. Okay, let's see. COVID's still a thing. We got Russia and Ukraine trying to go out with a bang.
Literally.
John Madden just passed away today.
Dude.
You know, we were so close and that man almost made it. I don't know how that Betty White chick's making it this far. I'm just saying. She's like, okay. She's like pushing it, man. Like anytime I see a picture of her, I automatically assume she died. And it's always like somebody posted a picture and it was just hey, let's commemorate her. I thought it was a she died post, and I was like, damn, it happened. Finally happened. No, it didn't.
Nope.
So,
dude, Betty White is a beloved American icon. However, let's be real about this. Unless you watched the Golden Girls, you didn't know who Betty White was. Unless you saw her, I think, was it in Lake Placid, where she was feeding that crazy ass crocodile?
Was it her?
Wasn't it her?
I remember the Golden Girls.
But see, not a lot of people, or have any idea who Betty White, like, why is she so fucking popular? Where did she get this comeback from?
She's popular now because, like, she's pushing
Grandma's Boy,
like survival. No, she wasn't in Grandma's Boy.
Yes, she was she?
Nah. It was the other. There was a lady from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah.
Right. So
I personally think that Betty White and the Queen are having a race to see who could live the longest.
Dude.
Oh man, Queen. That chick.
That bitch is a reptile though. So
yeah.
That bitch is a reptile.
She spits dust.
She's gonna out fucking live Charles. You know what I'm saying?
They probably had a bunch more kids and stuff in that royal family, but because they exist outside of the boundaries of human law, like they give her like a shake, a protein shake, but it's made out of like royal fetuses and stuff.
What the
And
fuck?
It's tradition, man. Like she just wakes up in the morning and it's like,
God damn, we got some QAnon shit going on here. Oh shit, you know what it is? It's Thinful Theory. Yeah, buddy. Got the
I'll see how to do this. This being is hot.
All right. So with that said, yeah, man. Some of the stories that I think that we expected Omicron. We expected the Rona. Okay, you know what? Let's go with this instead. Before we go to that, what are some things that we've learned in 2021? Hunt, we'll start with you.
Oh man, what did we learn? We learned that you really can't trust politicians, that you're not going to get them student loans forgiven. Like, what did we learn?
You could have learned that one about 20 years ago, bro.
We learned that fucking some people, despite of all the good work that we did in Afghanistan, will say that we didn't leave honorably, which I don't know how they want us to exit. I don't know what we learned. What did we? I don't think we learned shit because we're still divided as fuck.
I think. What about you, Yuri? What do you think we've learned?
Fuck, man. I think people are learning or believing that they don't need to work because they can do everything from home. You know, if that makes sense. Like, right. People are realizing, like, why has all this been necessary when I could just work from home? So there's like a pushback from like people. They're like, dude, I can do the same job at home. Why do I need to go through all the motions of dealing with like bosses and offices and dressing, getting dressed? If I could just do it from home, because we just proved that we can do it. And
right.
So people were, I don't know, just I guess people learn that about like what is important as far as their physical presence is concerned. What is virtual identity, like how important your identity is online. Like this is going deeper into like, are we a simulation? Are we people? Why do we like?
And we haven't gotten to the fucking crosstalk yet, bro. How are you gonna get us into that already?
Hey, what is the government? You know, what is the government really in our best interest?
Of course not.
Like, who really runs the government? You know, like there's so many. I have weird questions, man. So, that's what I learned.
Here's what I learned in 2021. If y'all want to know, I've learned that in America we really don't need a president, because the puppet that we have up there has no idea what the fuck is going on anyway. I didn't interrupt you. My turn. So we don't need a president because the one we have is garbage. He's really just a puppet. Then I've learned that cancel culture can come and bite you back in the ass. You know, people have been canceling each other out so much. Now they're canceling themselves and each other. So I learned that. The one thing I wish that hopefully in 2022 people learn is to mind their own fucking business. You know, that's basically all. But unfortunately, the generation that is coming up with all the social media stuff, I don't know which generation it is, but it's going to be the generation after that has to fix it. They want all this privacy, but at the same time, they overshare on social media for the fucking likes and the clicks. Does that make sense? You know, oh, don't get in my business. Bitch, you're the one putting it out there.
You should watch Black Mirror, man. You ever watch that?
Mm-hmm. I did. I saw that one. I know what you're talking about. The one where they're walking like, and like it's almost like a Yelp or a Facebook one. They're on the cell phones the whole time.
There's a bunch of episodes, man. It's a whole series, but there's
right.
one where like
that's why I'm talking about that one specific one where they're walking and she's like, no, don't. Yeah, I remember.
Where they block the people and then you can't see them anymore.
That one I don't remember. It's true though. It's kind of like a wannabe Twilight Zone though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what I've learned. You know, I've been a little more or a little less, I should say. What's the word I'm looking for? Sharing about myself on social media. Now I'll just post pictures up every once in a while and But before, I remember I used to have like hard political views that I would post up all the time. But why? Why? I don't want to argue. You know what I mean? I'm not like Lee Hunt over here,
Oh yeah, I'll argue. I will argue the fuck out of somebody
until they charge you. Until they charge you.
Wildest shit, right, Urena? So here I am making a valid point about like how everybody has the potential to be racist. It's just not solely limited to a certain ethnic group.
Yeah.
This motherfucker was like, I'll debate you on this, but you have to pay me. My Cash App and Venmo is in my bio. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, dude, what? I was like, dude, what are you, a prostitute? Like, I'm not gonna pay for your fucking time. Like, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Bitch, I'll go pay a bitch to give me some sucky.
Yeah.
At least that comes with a happy ending, motherfucker.
Do you find yourself, man to talk to? Do you guys find yourself posting more on other platforms as opposed to Facebook these days?
Oh yeah.
Have you noticed that? Like you're more involved. Like before, like I still check Facebook every day, but I don't post as much as I used to. I'm busy. Right. I'm so busy deleting posts that I've posted, in the last few years, that I really don't post anymore. I'm more on. I'll probably spend more time on TikTok, Clapper. I'll probably be on that, and I'm definitely a lot more
Grinder.
Hey man, it's an app too, bro. It's an app too. You're never alone. But I'm more invested in Instagram now, especially Instagram. Tonight I'll probably start my Twitch stream back up because now I got real people internet. But I'm getting away from Facebook, and I've noticed that my like political stress levels have decreased. I don't know if you guys have felt the same.
I don't know, man. Mine is my bad. Go ahead, Lopez.
Oh, you got it, man. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I don't know what mine do because like I really be getting into the discussions on the TikTok about different things, man.
I think the good thing about the TikTok though is that you could actually have a platform where people are talking versus texting. You know what I mean? Yeah, you only got either 1 minute or 3 minutes, but that makes you have to fucking use your mind and put into words, and make you reason more. And at the same time, when the other person retorts, you can hear it in their tone, their expression, what they're trying to convey versus just reading back and forth. Facebook, honestly, is the only thing that I have. Facebook, IG, the Twitter, and the Tickety Talks. That's it. And then the what I voice my shit on is here. This is the only time I ever voice my things is here on this podcast.
As far as grabbing your attention and your interest level, do you think you have more interest in Instagram as opposed to Facebook, for example? And it doesn't have to be Instagram, it could be TikTok or whatever, but option B, do you find that more interesting than Facebook these days?
I don't. I look at them equally. I'll scroll up, and then okay, it's done. Scroll up, okay, done. Like, the end. And then go to Twitter, titties. By the way, anybody that has OnlyFans out there, we can find y'all shit on Twitter, y'all.
Yeah, I'm not paying for no OnlyFans. Like, I will look at your shit on Twitter
for free.
For free.
You know what? No, I'll tell you offline.
All right.
Well, listen, I actually have an OF too.
No, there's no. It's not regarding me. I mean, shit. Eventually, I might have to, make some money, but no, there's communities out there that I found out about this week, and it's wild. I'll tell you guys offline.
Dude, I mean, do I need to open up a fucking OnlyFans page or something like that?
No, man, it's on Reddit.
Oh, I'll see. I don't do that Reddit shit. My old lady's into that Reddit, dude. Right now, I'm like fucking sucked in to this shit on YouTube. YouTube is what I end up watching the most, to be honest. There's this guy named Mr. Ballin, ex-Navy SEAL dude. He tells stories, dude. He basically just tells stories. And after I heard the first one, I've been binge watching / listening because you don't really have to watch it. You can just listen to him tell the fucking stories. And bro, you get sucked in, bro. I mean, it's interesting. And it's just something enjoyable, man. I'm just tired of everything else that's going on around us. Again, circling back to, the year in review. This year went by so fucking fast that I don't remember. I've learned that Ghislaine Maxwell is probably going to get off.
Oh, word? You think so?
bro, they're in their thing 3 of no fucking. They can't come to a verdict.
God damn, they're gonna let that bitch walk.
Yeah, you know she's gonna end up with a hung jury, dude. You gotta know
Ding,
that.
ding, ding.
And then here it comes.
The hung jury. Yeah.
Who the fuck is paying a juror so that they say no? You know what I'm saying? So
Think about this though. If somebody wanted her dead, it'd probably be best if she didn't go to jail.
yeah, it'd be easier to take her on the road.
She'd be easy to get killed.
I can't get a job. I'm not hireable. I hate my life. I'm gonna kill myself.
Dude, it's yeah, pretty much. Yet I have all these billions of dollars. But
Epstein left.
She's gonna get hit Epstein. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. She's gonna suicide. She's gonna be suicided. So I've learned that. That's one of the stories that stood out. I think another story that stood out is Rittenhouse. That was a good fucking I think that people should learn not to rush to a judgment or conclusion without letting there be a trial done first. You know what I mean? We here in the court of public fucking opinion are quick to hang a motherfucker with the quickness. I was one of them. No bullshit. All bullshit aside. I was one of those that rushed in saying that motherfucker, he needs to get locked up for murder. But through the course of the trial, I realized, okay, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have been so quick to judge. And after seeing the evidence and like, okay, got it. So there's that. And then you got the one with Ahmaud Arbery.
That
so
one,
we learned that. What's up?
No, that one, I was driving to, when the verdict came out, I was driving to North Carolina to see the kids. And that was the most I've ever gotten like invested into the results because, dude, I was like, dude, if these dudes get out free, man, like even I'm gonna like fucking riot, man. It was just such a blatant like fucking disregard for human life that like I was. Like, I don't know, man. It really got to me when like all you'd hear is like guilty, fucking with all the counts with the 3 dudes. But yeah, that was the one trial that I really did get like emotionally invested in. And I was on the road, man. I was like, fuck, man. I hope I don't crash.
So go ahead, Hunt.
I was laughing, but yeah, there's two more things that I've learned. Yeah. People are super, super sensitive these days. Like, everybody has to have pronouns for whatever reason, and there has to be 197 pronouns. You know what I'm saying? And I think we are going to hold cops accountable. There are 2 cops that got punished for murder. I think we're about to start holding cops accountable, and that does not mean that there needs to be lawlessness or that like we need to defund the police. It means that we need to hold people accountable if they are wrong. And so, for example, real quick too, I know I'm going off. No, the guy that got shot in Georgia by the cop that, he took the cop's taser, he fired the taser at the cop. That was justifiable. You shot at a cop, even though it's a non-lethal weapon. That cop had the right to, defend himself. That was justifiable. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, some people would think it was, listen, he shouldn't have shot at that cop. He was wrong. It don't matter what color he was. You shoot at an officer, you're going to fuck around and find out. You know what I'm saying? Kim Potter's, bitch, you on the force for 26 years. We've been deployed with 18, 19, and 20-year-olds straight from basic and AIT that never had a negligent discharge in the combat zone. You've been trained for 26 years. Like, and then on top of that,
that bitch was in the force for 26 years already.
26 years. Yeah. I
thought this hoe was like a rookie that, didn't know her left from her right and accidentally, quote unquote, pulled her fucking. I really didn't know that she had been on the force that long. Yeah. Goddamn. Yeah. Now, as long as the biggest issue that I have is when they start going for the straight, oh, it's first degree murder. They did it because it's murder. Can we stop that? Can we stop? Can we just wait to see? Like with hers, be like negligent homicide, because with first degree, you got to prove intent.
You got to prove that you wanted to do that you had
premeditated.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. And dude, right now in LA, I saw that. Oh video. Yeah. Did you see that video? You see what happened, Eureka? Yeah. There was some 14-year-old girl. Yeah, dude. There was some motherfucker out there running around with a motherfucking lock in his hand, like a chain lock, like a tire lock and shit. You know, the like the lock, Holmes. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
master lock, right?
Yeah.
He's whipping that shit around, busting bitches in the head and shit like that. And anyways, so in the video, you see this one Huda come up. That's a cop for those non-Spanish speakers, slang term. Anyway, this one cop shows up. He rolls up. That motherfucker literally pops the trunk, pulls out his AR-15. But of course, when they do it, it's a long rifle. You know, they didn't call it an AR-15 this time. They call it a long rifle. So he pulls out his long rifle and with the ACOG, and he's fucking gung-ho. That motherfucker's not giving any fucks. He thinks like he's fucking on a mission, bro. So he goes up the motherfucking escalators. He's telling people, hey, back up. I got this shit. He's that super soldier. You know what I'm saying? He's that metal chasing motherfucker. And he gets there, and then you hear people in the background like telling him, hey, dog, slow down, homie, slow down. And he's like, oh, we got to bleed her. She's bleeding or what now, right? Then the suspect is fucking, he's telling the suspect to stop. The suspect makes like a quick turn and starts to try to run. And you just hear pop, pop, pop. So I don't know if he hit him and he died, but one of the bullets may or may not have ricocheted, and it hit some poor chick who was 14 in a dressing room who was trying on clothes for her quinceañera. Yeah. So now, you know, I'm not going to say that's murder, but I think that's very fucking negligent. Now, you know, and of course, he's on paid administrative leave because that's part of the contract. That's for the unions. So, but where's all the, I'm not hearing much of this going on or being screamed about as it would be if it was, say, a black chick or a black male. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, I already said quinceañera, so you already know automatically ethnically what this person is going to be.
You got to give it time.
Well,
Like,
no, I mean, if this would have happened, because when did this happen, Hunt?
I think it was right before Christmas Eve. This is what I will say. I believe it's going to pick up because they got Ben Crump on there, and Ben Crump is like, he's that motherfucker's an ambulance chaser when it comes to like police doing some shit. Ben Crump is, but I think it's going to pick up.
I mean, and I'm not saying that the cop that did it is racist. I'm not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because
but it needs to be national attention.
Well, I mean, it was a black guy too. So, you know, black people can't be racist. So,
hold on, man. Because I've heard that argument before and stuff about like.
I was kidding about the black people can't be racist.
No, we'll fill you in on that.
No, but because I've heard the argument like, oh, if it happens in this community, you know, you're gonna hear about it and stuff. But I am of the belief that say something happens to a Hispanic girl and stuff, if you don't hear anything about it, it's not the other community's fault. You know, it's not anybody else's fault. It's the Hispanic community because they don't give a fuck. They don't want to make a big deal about it, so they don't want to say shit.
See, that's why I'm going to put the brakes on right there, though.
No, because hold on, one last thing. Because if you think of the Vanessa Guillen thing, that blew up, right? That became a big thing. Mm-hmm. That was like national news. You had fucking Salma Hayek talking about it, but that took the Hispanic community to say, hey, we don't like this, we don't like what just happened, we're gonna fucking make some noise about it. And then that's how that ended up happening. Things gained traction because there's a community of passionate people that disagree with what just happened to say something about it.
Right. And honestly, I mean, I don't care about there being riots on the street or protests on the street. I care about justice being done. And I care about training being done. But this person, if you saw the video, Hunt?
I couldn't look at it, man. I knew what was happening. I seen him run upstairs. I'm like, I don't want to see.
Okay, but there's the video leading up to it, like where he was running, pushing the video to the side. This motherfucker, Urena, I'm telling you, if you see the video, this motherfucker was literally like, he wanted to be the hero. Just from the way it sounded, like the way he was talking. Get out of my way. Da, 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 da. That's what pisses me off about this guy. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, you know, I don't give a fuck about the dude that died. Fuck that puto. Hitting people upside the head with a motherfucking bicycle lock, piece of shit. But that little girl, the 14-year-old, you know, that's heavy right there. You know, I think it's fucked up. So one thing that I've learned in 2021, yes, I think Hunt is correct that in 2022, there's going to be more accountability on the police, which is good. That is a positive thing. I'm not saying I don't back the blue, but I'm not saying I support the blue. I don't fuck with the cops. I'll just put it like that. I don't call cops. I'd rather handle it myself. That's just a creed that was put in me, and I don't fucking call cops. But with that said,
I agree with Urena, with Urena's point, as far as like it's up to the community to make a big fuss about that. I remember years ago, I had a conversation with somebody that we deployed with, and we were talking about that, and they were like, "Oh, well, the Mexican community, they're not going to be bitches about shit. They're not going to bitch about shit." And it wasn't a murder; it was something else that we were talking about. They're like, "Oh, the Mexican community, the Spanish community, we're not going to bitch about this shit." But like Urena said, man, when it was Vanessa Guillen, they did the right thing. They were like, "Yo, man, we need traction with this shit. Like, hey, something is up here. This girl was last seen getting some tacos, and then all of a sudden she's gone. There, we know that she's had these problems before." And another point, that like indigenous girls are being kidnapped more than anybody else, right? But where's all the media about it? There's no media attention about it. Right. There was a black woman that just got killed by somebody that she met on Bumble, but there's no attention about it. Somebody was like, well, when fucking Snow White, whatever her name, Gabby Petito got murdered, like everybody was quick to try to jump on that shit. It goes back to what Urena was saying. It has to be a community outcry for that shit to happen.
I guess. I mean, again, I don't know why it should take a community to do it rather than a nation to do it. But that's just me. I'm blinded. I'm blinded on that. And again, I mean, trust me, to your point, Urena, I completely agree that if you want something to be talked about, it needs to be talked about. And nobody other than the community that cares about it is going to be the one that speaks up on it. But I don't want to look at it just as a Latino community. It should be the whole city as one with a voice, the whole state as one with a voice, the whole nation as one with a voice, seeing these things happen. If that makes sense, it shouldn't take, the Brown Latina Society or Alliance to go out there to hoop and holler. It should be any American, that should, if this bothers them to that point, you know what I mean? So I guess this one doesn't fit that criteria because honestly, it wasn't a shooting that was unjustified. It was a justified shooting per se with an accidental death. I think maybe that's probably why there's not a lot of now that I'm thinking about it, hindsight.
Was it really? And I
was it really justified?
I want to make it clear that like politically, like I am not left or like I can veer certain directions because I try to look at things with a common sense glass.
Right.
Like, is this really is this how like it needs to be looked at without the opinions of others and stuff? As far as that's concerned, the dude had a lock, right? And he was just hitting people and stuff. Right? Did it really justify an AR or a long, whatever you want to call it, to take the dude out? Could have tased him. If he's just walking, like, are you gonna shoot the guy? Like, just tase him or something, beat his ass, like whatever. Take into account your surroundings. You're just heavily like it's a mall, right? And it's like populated by civilians. Weigh the costs, like a collateral damage. Like it should be a common sense thing, even when we're deployed. Like when you shoot a warning shot into the ground during like the show, shove, stop, the 5 S's or whatever.
Yeah.
You take into account the civilian population before you do that warning shot, right? They tell you, hey, pop one off on the side of the road away from, people if it's heavily like busy. Don't shoot in that direction because it might land in somebody's fucking mud hut, like
their face.
Yeah, just you take that into just common knowledge and
quick
stuff.
Story.
Go ahead.
Quick story. No. Check this out. To your point, we were coming from FOB Union 3 headed to FOB Falcon. All right, so we're rolling down fucking. We're going out checkpoint 12 on Irish. Then we make a left on. Is it Jackson? Yeah, we make a left on Jackson, going south to FOB Falcon. On the way there, we're in the lead gun truck and we go what they started calling counterflow, which means against fucking traffic. because EFPs were a bitch back then. And as we're going there, I noticed a vehicle coming up ahead, and I remember the stupid 5 S's: shout, shove, show, shoot, shoot. All right. So I'm in my cupola with my M16. That tells you how long ago this shit happened.
Yeah.
With my M16, and I'm rolling. We didn't have the Pope shield at that time. You know what I'm saying? We're just rolling. I see a fucking white vehicle coming towards us. The usual white Toyotas that they have out there. And I do the whole 5 S's. We even do the whoopee light. And the motherfucker is coming dead at us. So we're supposed to have a 100-meter bubble, right? Especially when there's no traffic. Anybody that's been in Baghdad knows there's no fucking bubble of 100 meters. All right. It's not going to happen. But in this event, it was the only vehicle coming towards us. And so we're honking at them, whoopee, shout, shove, show, shoot, shoot. I get up. I do my fucking escalation of force. I drop and I shoot. Pop. I pop the first one. And then that motherfucker swerved to the right and hit the curb. I got my ass chewed out by a major because I didn't take into account that when I fired that round and it shot, dude, I'm not going to lie to you. I was aiming for the windshield. However, we had big ass face shields, all right, that were about that fucking thick. You know what I'm talking about, Hunt? Remember them things?
Yeah, I remember them heavy ass bitches.
Yeah. And then with not only that, I'm aiming with just my front sight post. All right. So the fact that I even got close to the vehicle, but I was aiming for the windshield and it shot right in front of the tire on the passenger side. The car swerves, we keep on going. But because our unit was so bitch made that we had to report every fucking firing incident, my PL, Captain Sandersola, calls it up. So that means we got to fucking do an SIR. What happens next? I go in there. My smoke is pissed the fuck off. Like, well, why are we doing this shit? This is stupid. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put here, him done good. Him done good. What you want him to do? Motherfucker was coming to us. He did what he was trained to do, which is exactly right. So the major in there, I don't remember his name, but the 04 is like, 04. Like, and Private Lopez, did you take into account that there was a soccer field where kids were playing when you fired that shot?
Fuck them kids. Nah, man.
Bro, I was like, sir.
There's a soccer field?
Right. There was, soccer field was dirt where kids were playing with a fucking ball. That's a soccer field. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, I'm like, well, sir, no. He came into my bubble and I went through my escalation of force and I fired my round. But did you really think? I'm like, what the fuck do you want me to do? If I would have shot the motherfucker, I'd be fucking, why didn't you shoot a warning shot first? You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. So I think after that, it was decided on that we weren't going to fucking shots fired. We didn't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers, because when I shot that bus, nobody knew. Even First Sergeant was just in the First Sergeant, I'm not going to say his name, but a First Sergeant was sitting in there. Passenger side seat.
And a quick disclaimer for the listeners at home: he's just pretending, like this is. Just,
yeah. This never happened.
This never happened. This never happened.
These are stories that are mostly made up.
Yeah, fantasies with Nerf guns.
The first one was just like, whatever, and then my sergeant was like, what was that? Now like warning shot. He's like, where was the warning shot to? I aim for the grill.
Front of the car, somewhere.
It hit somewhere in there. Oh, did it hit? Motherfucker went. Anyways, but afterwards, after I did that, one of my NCOs came to me and he's like, hey, are you all right? After what happened, I told him, yeah, I'm good now, but I wasn't, I felt that pit in my stomach, like, ooh, that was no bueno. But he was like, hey, you know what? You never know. He could have been a terrorist. And since he was a very religious person, very, very religious person. And so I took his word for it. And was like, you know what? Thank you, certain sergeant. I needed to hear those words. God is on my side. Anyways, but yeah, that whole story was to come to hold the whole escalation of force bullshit. Aim for this. It's not going to happen. But to your point, Urena, there were a lot of guys that were in front of this guy with knives out and another one with a shotgun. Why couldn't the guy with the shotgun take care of it? And not only that, I'm sure the shotguns, they have those non-lethal fucking beanbags.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think that yeah, man, like I can understand like if it was in the outside area, then the long rifle should have been used.
Mm-hmm.
But like Urena was saying, measured response, man. Like, and then if it's that bad, secure the area, quarter on it as much as you can, call SWAT to deal with that. They're trained for that shit.
And where's your fucking sidearm, dude? Like, why'd you need to bust out the big guns for a dude with a lock? You gotta put, like.
Oh, apparently there was some miscommunication that he might have been armed.
Okay,
but still, you don't pull that bad boy out unless you're having a fucking shootout like North Hollywood style.
Yeah, when they robbed the bank.
Shootout. Fuck,
when they robbed the bank,
live. I saw that shit live.
It was like the movie Heat, man. That shit was.
Dude, that motherfucker was shooting at the chopper like. Oh, that motherfucker was going. Dude, I ain't gonna lie. I was rooting for the villain. Like, yeah, oh man. All right, looks like we're about to run out of time here. So before we go, what is the worst thing that happened in 2021?
Oh man. Gas.
We're gonna talk about that in the next segment.
That's not the worst thing that happened. What is the worst thing that happened?
I can tell you what mine is.
Look.
Joe Biden was sworn in.
Man, that was a good day.
Shit. How about you, Hunt or Urena?
I have nothing, man.
Anything personally that happened in 2021?
I got my dream car. That's something good that happened.
I saw that.
We're talking about good things.
Anything?
No,
okay, give me anything that happened in 2021 that you remember.
I got a degree.
Yeah. Oh shit! Yeah. Good shit.
All right. With that, we'll be back in about 2 and 2. And we're back. So with that, shit, I had a cool little intro I was gonna do, but we're back here at it. And what I always say that we're gonna stay on topic, that we're gonna keep on topic, but here we go, off topic as always. But I am trying to keep it as a year-end review, 2021, what to seek in 2022. And we're gonna keep trying to get there eventually. Just so y'all know, the views and expressed on this channel or whatever are solely those of me and do not represent any of my guests, so if y'all want to go after anybody because I said something that'll ruffle your fucking panties, get at me, motherfuckers.
No, fuck that, man. Come after me. I'll be like the first boss in the game, and then like as they go up the steps,
It's full.
Oh, you'll be like I don't know if you watch this, Demon Slayer. No, Demon Slayer. You could be like one of the moons.
They did that in Saint Seiya. I don't know if you heard of that. It's on Netflix, man. Saint Seiya. They fight these bosses that are like they're named after like every star symbol, like Taurus, Capricorn, and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And the 4 of them have to climb up the steps, fighting each one at each house along the way until they reach the final, like the dude. And it's a badass fucking anime.
All right, there y'all go with this faggoty ass nerdy shit.
Whatever. Listen, man, my dog. That is like that is the bonding, the main bonding that me and my daughter has. She fucking loves her some Demon Slayer, so we'll talk about it. She'll send me stuff about it, and it's just our bonding.
He's a man of taste, a cultured man.
Whatever, motherfuckers. Nah, and to continue on with things that we're grateful for in 2021, I want to say that I'm grateful to you two fuckers. Honestly, it's been consistent, with y'all two coming to co-host with me onto the gun line. And I really don't think I could do this without y'all. You know what I mean? Because I mean, could I do it by myself? It'll be rough for the first couple of episodes, but eventually I'll get good at it. But it's not the same as being able to bounce ideas off 2 other highly intelligent, educated artillerymen. That's why I ended it with artillerymen. All right.
Give me too much credit now.
By highly educated, I mean we completed OSUT. Maybe ALC and SLC. But nah, dude. Really, I'm grateful for that this year. I think that it's gotten to a place where I'm more comfortable, and also not only that, it's our viewership is growing, and I want to thank one of the viewers or listeners or whatever they are called. It's a female. She's a female, bro, and dude. And if you can only listen, he just Hunt over here just said he's single and he's a Virgo. Single. But
single and mandingo in this motherfucker.
But no, the thing is, like, you know, she listens to the pod apparently, and I haven't offended her. You know what I'm saying? And I've said some pretty offensive shit, but I think she could read through the bullshit of, like, you know, what's gun line talk where we just bullshit and what's real talk. You know what I mean? So, and Urena and I were having a discussion about this a couple of days ago. And Urena, did you write down any of the fucking topics I said we should talk about today? Probably not.
I'm pretty sure I told you. I told you, hey man, you should really write this down. And I was very adamant about, hey man, we need to stop this conversation because, like, we're saying some good shit. Are you writing this down? And you're like, yeah, man, I'm good. I was like, all right, okay. I see you, King.
This motherfucker with that King bullshit, man.
Oh yeah, there's something else too. Yes, I see King. Yes.
God damn. But yeah, I don't remember what the fuck we were talking about, but it was some good shit. Like, we need to start recording that when we're talking.
I know what else I'm thankful for, and this is gonna get a little sentimental. I am thankful that my mother is still alive.
Word.
Because there's a lot of I know a couple of friends that are around my age that can't say that. So I'm real thankful that my mother's around and I can still, you know, we talk to each other every day, like every day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So glad I'm real thankful for that.
Oh, and so it's gonna be a quick shout out to Alicia Brister, who is a 13 banger. You know, we need more females like you on the gun line that know that it's just jokes, not a dick. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Go ahead and finish that, Hunt. How is it? It's just jokes, not a dick. Don't take it so hard.
Yeah, no, you take it so hard.
God damn, buddy, you got lost.
Joke, there? Not a dick. Don't say, who, me?
Yeah, that or you got that Metro PCS internet.
I got the Rona from my computer. Matter of fact, I can't do that because you're gonna get fucking censored. Too
late. You done said it.
Yeah.
Canceled.
Yeah.
Oh,
canceled.
Man. Dude, eventually I'm gonna learn. Oh, another thing I'm happy about. I don't know what y'all got for Christmas. We'll discuss that next. But I was a good boy on the gun line, and I got a new laptop, y'all. So now I can share Tickety Talks. The only problem is I don't know how to do that yet. So, because there's the homie Gary, what the fuck is his last name?
Roland?
Yeah, Roland. He sends me a shitload of them, and they're funny as fuck. But I just don't know how to do the screen share. So Gary, you keep sending them, and I'll keep holding on to them. Eventually, I want y'all, listeners, I want you all to go into my TikTok and add me on the Tickety Talk. All right. And I want y'all to send me some funny shit that I can go ahead and play so we can all laugh together. What's so funny, Urena?
I just found some like inappropriate shit that is really like tickles me on the side. Like it'll be 2 in the morning and I'm watching this shit. Like, what am I watching?
God damn, I thought I was bad.
There's a series called if you look up on TikTok, Kermit be packing. There's a chat. There's an Omegle chat. It's like a chat roulette and stuff where like it's a webcam and you just hit random and random people will show up. Lots of penis. So like I'd be not for kids, you know, like don't get on there. But there's one. But these videos are Kermit the Frog gets on there. And he just appears and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And the other people, it's like, "Oh, it's Kermit the Frog," and then he'll say some shit like, "You know, happy Women's Day. You know, how do you feel about that?" And then they're like, "Oh yeah, it's great, thanks. Hey, you want to see something?" And he pulls up a green cucumber just from the bottom of his feet.
What the fuck?
And then he's like, "Yeah, you like that? Yeah." It's really nice, isn't it? Like, you're so calm. It tripped me out. I'm like, why am I watching this at 2 a.m?
It's the name Kermit be packing.
So
What
he's
in
so
the
calm, man.
actual
And just
fuck?
the way he just talks, he's like, yeah, it's really nice, isn't it?
I'm sorry, gentlemen.
Kermit be packing.
I'm trying to fuck with this thing here, and I can't.
Have you seen? Do you know the dude that did the whole Bing Bong thing, right?
Yeah,
Like, he has
dude.
this thing, like,
Those are funny as fuck that you be sending.
this motherfucker was like, he told his midget, like, he was like, don't disrespect me like your feet touch the pedals. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, man. He's just going off on people. Like, don't disrespect me looking like the cracked out Hulk Hogan or some shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
a,
that one was fucking
like
good.
a
Dude,
gypsy or a tarot card reader with blackface on and stuff, because there was this girl, and I was like, oh man, I shouldn't be laughing at this. This is it's pretty offensive shit. But it was funny, man. I was watching that today. I didn't know that was the Bing Bong guy.
Yeah, that shit was fucking hilarious.
Bing bong,
No disrespect.
bing bong.
Yeah.
All right, so moving forward after all this debacle that we just went through, what are we seeing for 2022? I think Hunt said that he sees fucking $4 a gallon gas.
Yeah,
but that's already a reality in California and New York and Chicago and areas like that. But we're talking about Texas.
Moving into my own house, not renting, but actually moving into my own house. I see that coming up real soon, and I am thankful for that.
Preach. How about you, Urena?
On the world stage, we're going to see another variant of COVID by the end of next year to keep this shit going. Personal level, more college. I start in 2 weeks. So trying to get that bachelor's. And then, I don't know. I'm sure there'll be a war. Yeah, I think we need one. I think we're due for one.
What? What? You talking about we as Americans or just in general?
The world, we just
need a world war.
Yeah, I think we're due for one, man. I think.
Do you think that we're ready though?
Nah, but we just need one.
Like on the mafia movies, like on The Godfather, you got to take them to the mattress. It clears the bad blood.
Yeah. Yeah, but speaking of which, I got something about that mafia too. But do you really think that we are ready for a war? Could you imagine what would happen, say, if Russia gets the best of us, and then like our illusion of being big bad bully on the block is done?
Because we don't train to fight Russia or China. We tell people that, but we train to fight in these big open fucking fields, man. Like Russia's not like that.
Hold up.
And Russia fighting Ukraine in trenches. Nobody trains in the trench. Like, we have not been training for like a direct fucking war. And our one big issue, the one thing that we lose at every time, is counterinsurgency. Our biggest fucking weakness. For some reason, it's like, that's not important. It doesn't matter. We'll just like stop learning it and stuff. Like, that's our biggest weakness. That's how we've lost the last 5 fucking wars. Is counterinsurgency. My bad.
I have to reel you in. That's one of the shitty things that happened this year. And I don't know if it was this year or last year, but it was the fucking military, or not military, but the army specific recruiting tools or methods. When they came out with my name is so-and-so and I'm from California and I have 2 moms. When they did that signaled the beginning of our demise in recruiting, at least. Because if you saw the recruiting methods or video that the one that got Ted Cruz's dick hard.
Yeah,
that's Russians had.
Yeah, that's weird. Like, I have a whole wife. She's not getting my dick hard, but this commercial, woo, makes my penis happy.
Oh, it was a Duffel Blog fucking post, by the way, just in case. And the Duffel Blog is satire, in case you don't realize that either. But no, like, I mean, I think that our recruiting methods and who we're recruiting, it's not aligning. Well, I mean, it's aligning with the future that the military wants, but not what we need.
I got a solution for you.
We need killers.
Yeah.
We need fucking killers. Empty out the prisons and throw those motherfuckers out there. 82nd Airborne, that ass. Hey, take over this country however you want. Now, what's the solution?
All the big three combat arms, right? The tankers, infantry, and artillery. In the Marines and the Army, you create a brand new branch with just those MOSs. They train themselves. They provide their own drill sergeants. They provide their own recruiters for those branches. Anybody else that's like supply, admin, all that other shit, they can be army support and stuff. That'll be a different branch, man. But you isolate these guys with their own fucking standards, our own fucking shit and stuff. That'll get rid of some of this dumb mentality. Because like you'll have like a bunch of infantry people, and the person in charge will be a supply person, as a drill sergeant, for instance, or whatever. The supply person is gonna want to, like, they don't know the natural killer instinct atmosphere that these guys have worked in.
Mm-hmm.
He or she is gonna want to change shit and stuff to be a little bit softer, in my opinion. So if you just get rid of that element and you just say, hey, these combat arms, this is their own branch of service that's designed just for like killing and fighting and stuff. They train themselves, they train like each other, their own officers and all that stuff. There's no like mixing or anything. You'll have a much fiercer force, man. And you know what? That's what fucking, I think Russia does that. Like their truck drivers, that's a whole different branch of service, man. They got like the transportation corps and stuff with their own ranks.
Okay, I'll play your game. How does that look logistically?
No, you still have like the support and all that stuff, right? Like they still support you, right? Like in the way that we have civilian contractors that sometimes they run maintenance on our vehicles.
But some could argue, Urena, that we already have that. They're called special forces, or the squid. I mean, the SEALs, the fucking MARSOC, Rangers and stuff like that. Which I get, but those are specialties for specific type missions. You're talking about all combat MOS. Well, the primary combat MOSs, right?
Yeah.
I would love to see that. What do you think, Hunt?
Man, I think it needs to happen. I think there should be, we do, like Urena said, we got to get out of this fucking huge open field shit, because that's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. This is not this isn't the 1940s. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to do that. We're going to fight Russia. Yeah, and when we're fighting Russia, it's going to be in Ukraine, and it's going to be fucking urban areas. When we fucking try to help out Taiwan, it's not going to be this big open field. It's going to be fucking urban areas that we're going to do. And we really need to, I think in NTC, okay, I can understand it, but man, we got to focus.
Dude, Taiwan is a fucking, what is that, an island, right? Taiwan's an island that's condensed into heavily a mega city, dude. When do you see people like training for fucking skyscrapers, doing fire missions around skyscrapers, bro? Making sure you don't hit skyscrapers and stuff.
At least we got DAPs. We'll have a lot of DAPs.
You will.
But no. So I was daydreaming right now about some shit as you guys were talking. I don't know if you guys ever daydream about shit. I do. Like sometimes I catch myself and I'm daydreaming about
vagina.
Kicking somebody in their kneecaps and watching it go backwards, or slamming somebody's head through a window and just watching them drop a couple of feet. Y'all don't daydream about stuff like that?
Nah, man. Like I'm dead ass, man.
I just masturbate, man.
I'm serious. I kind of think about that sometimes. Like sometimes I'll sit back and think, I wonder how much force I would have to slam somebody's head through a window in order for it to go through. That's at work though. But
how long have you had these thoughts for?
Oh,
yes,
about good 4 years now, actually.
You got to put your glasses on.
You can start preaching to me now.
Yeah. So these thoughts, when you have them,
do you have these thoughts often?
Yeah.
Every day.
When you have these thoughts, are people talking to you in these thoughts, or are you just?
I'm talking to myself, so. Yeah.
Is that really air you're breathing right now?
Not really. But yeah, I mean,
it's like funny. In the Matrix.
I really think about that stuff sometimes, though.
Damn, I want to see that movie.
I hope I'm not the only one that thinks like that, because now I feel like I'm fucking crazy. Y'all guys tell me there's not been times where you're driving and there's just like,
oh yeah, driving. Hell,
you want to just fucking slam and rear end somebody.
Not that, but it's more like, get the fuck out of my way. I'm like yelling and like, yo, get your ass in the fucking slow lane. Like, get the fuck over there.
Dude, you know what you need to do? And I got this from a comedian last night. I went to go see comedy. Instead of packing heat, pack a dildo. So when somebody gets crazy, you whip out that big ass mandingo, and they'll be like, I don't know how to react to that. You know what I'm saying? It's going from you motherfucker to what the hell just happened here? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure about that life.
This motherfucker's pulled out a dick. What the fuck?
But nah, I don't know. My mind just went blank right now that we were talking, bro.
Yeah, I didn't get shit for Christmas.
Oh yeah, we're talking about Christmas.
Like, I don't expect it. It is what it is. I actually hate the holidays, but I really
Holy days.
I hate the holidays with a passion, man.
You know what? Now I got to find out what the holidays are. Where does it come from? The word holiday.
Well, I know that Christmas comes from, it is actually a pagan holiday. It has its roots steeped in paganism, but the American Christians love it so much.
Well, I mean, it was the only way to convert the pagans into fucking Christianity. They had a fucking.
No, it was the other way around.
Put it one way to another.
It was the other way around. The pagans converted Christianity into paganism under the guise of Christianity.
I only celebrate Krampus.
Yo, the best Krampus, American Dad.
Oh yeah, I only celebrate Martin Luther King Day. Truth be told.
You know one thing I don't like about Texas? There's one thing I don't like about Texas.
What's up?
That we can fucking have a day off for Martin Luther King, but we still have schools open and work. It's not considered a holiday for Veterans Day.
No, Veterans Day you get off.
I think everybody's off that day.
Yeah, it's mandatory.
You go on and look that up in school systems.
Well, hold on. Wouldn't you want the kids to be in school so they can learn the importance of Veterans Day? Yeah, man. You know, have the school teach, you know, hey, this is why we're celebrating today. Our veterans.
Fuck the kids.
You know what my daughter told me? That she uses me as a flex sometimes.
Hell yeah.
She says that she uses my veteran status as a flex. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean by that? It took me a second to understand what she was trying to say to me. Like, I don't know if I should be proud of that. Or kind of like, be like, bitch, why are you being a dependent?
Imagine when you were a kid in elementary school, didn't you have like kids that had like a relative that went to like Vietnam? I'm sure that somebody said something.
Fool, you know, I grew up in South Central LA where we were all a bunch of kids of immigrants.
Yeah, but a lot of them went to Vietnam.
The only war that they fucking that they fought in was the war against immigration.
When did you go to school? When did you go to school? Because I'm gonna make you feel old. When did you go to school? What year? First grade. What year were you in first grade?
That would have been 5 years old.
First grade is 5? Really?
No,
yeah. Well,
but you know,
I was born in November, so I don't know how the fuck that works.
Just pick a random year, plus or minus 1.
All right, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, about 82, 83.
Yeah, you definitely had some people that would. Definitely had some like. You definitely went to school with a bunch of people that had parents that went to that war. Now,
yeah.
Now I remember
like 10 years. That was.
I remember in the second grade. That's when Desert Storm happened. When I was in second grade, and there was actually a kid who was whose dad was there. Like, I guess they moved because he had just got done with Desert Storm and became a recruiter. So they moved to the hometown. And like they were talking about the shit. Like, I remember they had like shit displayed up in the little foyer area with the little army shit, the little canteen and shit. And I remember having to draw them little stupid ass pictures of the little army people.
That shit was dope, dude. Like,
yeah.
So my dad was in the Gulf War, right? And he had trading cards, like Gulf War trading cards, man. Like the shit was like so pro. Back 90s America was something else, man. Like they had trading cards. You had kids like trading, like, oh, I want a paratrooper. Like, yeah, this is an M1 tank. Oh, this is a dead Iraqi. Whoa, like, God bless America. You know, like.
So,
like,
for those that don't know and are new to the podcast, my brother Ed was in the Gulf War, and when he was in the Gulf War, he was in that major tank battle because he was a tanker in the Marine Corps. And he was in the last battalion that had Vietnam era tanks. You know, being that he was in the Marines, they didn't get the new shit. They didn't have M1s all
M60s.
through. M60s, M60 Alpha 1s. Mm-hmm. So But his tank put in some damage. They put in some work during that battle, and they happened to capture a picture of it, and he sent it to my 8th grade self, and this was what motivated me to join the military.
God dang.
That's what's left after you get hit and you're inside of a tank. That's the Iraqi that was inside of the tank. He's wrapped up now on wire there. And they pulled him out and they put him next onto a chalkboard. And on the chalkboard, you can see maybe there's an arrow pointing to him. And it says, "Don't mess with the U.S. Marines."
God damn, see, that's what's left of him.
That's all that was left of the charbroiled Iraqi.
That was poop, man.
So yeah, and as you can see, there's the Marines standing around him.
Shit. Okay, now yeah. Oh fuck.
You see him now?
I thought it was the bottom shadow. I thought that was a hole where that came out of.
Oh no, that's
that adds size to it now. Like, okay, now okay. Some viewers at home, once again, this is we're just kidding.
No, I'm not. I don't give a fuck. I don't give 2 fucks. My brother sent me this from the Gulf War, and I'm proud to have it.
Like it's an illusion, like on Squidward when he was working out.
What the fuck? See, there y'all go with that. Y'all Gen Z motherfuckers, man. Y'all killing me.
Nah, man, trust me, I feel you, man. Like I had some pretty dope. I had pretty dope pictures, but from OF1, but we had the old little, and you had to do that, and the fucking film got fucked up because it was so hot.
Bro, I lost all my pictures and videos from my first deployment because my ex fucking bitch deleted them off my laptop that I had left when I went to Korea. And since when I got back, we were separated. She cut, bro, gone. Everything was gone. All my memories.
That's one thing that I hate. That's one thing I hate. I really never took pictures like I should have.
That's another thing we learned in 2021. No matter how much money you got, that your fucking spouse will take you for almost all of it when the bitch never produced one fucking beat.
None.
She didn't produce, she didn't fucking beatbox, she didn't provide no motherfucking background singing, but she want to go and take Dre's money.
Yeah, that bitch got, man.
Mm-hmm.
I want to find me. We still got to talk about that community shit when we get done with this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we will. But we still talking. So, what else do you see, Urena?
As far as
2021, we got a World War III coming up. So it'll be North Korea, China, Russia versus the U.S. and Britain and
Taiwan
and Australia. That's it.
Let's be real. Always wants to throw down, man.
Let's be real. Who's gonna actually send people?
Australia.
Those three.
The French might.
The French will surrender before the war starts.
Dude. Fuck no, man. You should watch. The French have been at war right now. The French and the Portuguese are at war.
You know how pussy the French are? When we were in Gamberry, there were some comedians making fun of them. Some comedians that went up there to clown, and they were clowning the fuck out of them. They got so fucking butthurt that they got off and left the fucking comedy show because, they said, oh, you pop some fireworks and be like, oh, I quit. Oh, and so they got butthurt and left. Yeah.
I don't know, man. You should watch. The French and the Portuguese have been at war in Northern Africa to this day.
Why?
Exactly. They're at war. They're fighting. They're killing people.
They're like literally fighting.
Yes, dude. You can watch these videos on YouTube right now.
The French and the
Portuguese. Yeah, dude. They're over there
in Northern Africa.
Yeah.
Like where in Northern
terrorists. Africa? This probably. I think the Central African Republic is is the name of one of the countries. They're everywhere, dude. They're fighting the Legionnaires. They stay kicking ass. Like,
okay, but Legionnaires, those are fucking pretty much misfits of the fucking. They're trying to. Okay, so there we go. Then let's take out our fucking murderous motherfuckers that be doing some good ass drive-by shootings, are known for murking motherfuckers out in the hood, and put them out there and enjoy some freedom.
Well, we did that in 06. We let everybody come in and That's why like there was a huge problem with crime and rape and all this other shit.
It's like dude smoking weed in the barracks.
Okay, hold up, because I was a product of that. Full disclosure, I had a felony, and it was for a specific crime. But the Army gave me the opportunity to go ahead and prove myself because it happened in 1997, and I tried to join in 2003. That's why it took me a year to get in. I tried to go in 03 so I could get into that motherfucking fight. And it took me till 2004 to get in, which means I missed out on a lot of the good fight. But I got my war.
Plenty of fight, man. You know, you got some fighting though.
Hey, exactly. Hey, I'm not gonna go out there and exaggerate my shit. Like, you know, there's no point to doing that. Shut up, Hunt.
No, I wasn't say shit. I think it's funny because like no matter like with me, I put my shit out there. I'm like, listen, man, this is what I did. Oh, you don't have a cat? No, I wasn't trying. Like, okay, I'm not trying to exaggerate shit. Hell, I could have fucking put some fucking airborne wings on that bitch for all everybody know.
So
put a fucking blue cord on my shit.
So wait a minute. This battle that'll be fought, where do you think the main battleground will be?
Ukraine.
You think so? Well,
man,
we have
listen,
a lot of
I give it
allies
till
around
March
there, though. We got Turkey there.
Bro, I give it to March. I give it till March before they invade.
Yeah, fucking the dudes from Georgia, the country of Georgia. Those dudes want to kill fucking Russians. They're still pissed from like 2008 and shit.
What do you think?
Like, they lost a lot of people.
What do you think? The first. I mean, they're already amassing troops out there. At least Putin is. They're amassing troops to the border, right? So the first ones that are going to be in are probably going to be our Air Force and Navy. You know, tomahawking that ass and fucking bombarding the shit out of them. But I mean, you're still going to need ground forces to sustain the ground that's won. So you're going to have SF out there trying to be a force multiplier, I guess, or whatever they're called, where they get little sections and make them little groups to fight.
You won't have the Navy because the Black Sea in the south is the only sea, and there's a choke point to get into it. It's a very shallow sea, but there's only like one entrance to get into. This is why it's so important that Crimea is so important to the Russians, because it gives them access to the Atlantic, right? There's a small choke point in some country, I think it's Turkey or whatever and stuff. That's the only way into the Black Sea, dude. So count the Navy out. Nobody, like, the Navy's not going to get in there, dude. Like, that's, just ignore that. But the Air Force will probably, you'll see a lot of Air Force action just because they're based all over fucking all around Ukraine.
You think our airborne units will actually be needed again finally, and they'll have something to be who about?
They'll probably like jump into like the Western Ukraine or whatever, and then ride their Humvees east.
I said airborne, not air assault. Yeah, so
first of all, we didn't even do that. We rode. We were air assault and we fucking drove from Kuwait to Iraq like 5 days. I don't know how many days it was. Them shit slumped together. But I was like, are we air assaulting in there? Where the helicopters at?
Nobody's flying.
Do you think that that the 82nd will be like, grab your shoot? Said
they better listen. I think if it is on the level of a world war, they're going to have to actually do some airborne operations. They're going to need everything. They're going to need the airborne operations. They're going to need air assault operations. We're going to need the fucking Air Force to come in. But Russia, they got like a pretty decent missile defense system going. Not anti-air system.
Is leaving politics out of this and what we think of the person himself. Do you think that Biden is a wartime president?
No.
So, go ahead.
The last one that we had, honestly, was Bush. I don't even think Trump was a wartime president. I think Bush was. Bush was the last one that we've had.
Bush loved the troops. Bush really loved, and you know what? Like we talked about when, you know what? We completely passed and glanced over this. To Sergeant First Class Cash, Yes. About much love, much respect, bro.
They've been talking about that dude since I was like I think a private, man. Like,
dude,
long time.
I choked up. I'm not gonna lie. I finally choked up. Not when Biden was giving his fucking, when he was talking his shit, but when they did detention to orders and fucking and then read the citation, bro. I'm just imagining him engulfed in the flames, pulling out his Joes, and then when he comes to, the first thing he asks for are his Joes. You know what I mean? And
making sure the Joes get taken care of first.
Dude, that is outstanding fucking leadership right there. And I mean, you could tell just by the way it was being said that there was no hesitancy. There was no second thought of like, man, if I do this, I'm gonna get hurt. You know what I'm saying? He, in my opinion, from what I saw and heard, did this shit out of love for his fucking Joes. And I don't know. I would hope there still are NCOs like that, but I'm not sure. You know, because right now it seems like they're more focused on making TikToks.
So we need
And
another
making that
war.
rank. And making rank.
What'd you say,
So
Urena?
That's why we need another war, man. Kind of correct shit. Correct the system.
It'll be a quick overcorrection because I think it'll battle harden a lot of these motherfuckers that need it. Honestly, you know, I was seeing something that pissed me off earlier, y'all. You know, and if you're still listening to the podcast, I appreciate it. You know, we divert. We say we have an agenda, we never stick to it. But I'm gonna tell you something that pissed me off here. Whatever happened to taking pride in your unit? You know, being prideful. You know, yeah, I get fuck games. Fuck games are fun. You know, you still a guide on, all right, but you get it back. You know, but when you go, what's up?
I'm trying to remember. I think I know what you're talking. Yeah, I think maybe I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so it was down to a story that I think I saw on What the Fuck Moments. You know what I'm saying? And it was about motherfuckers like, you know, putting googly eyes or some shit on fucking the unit crest and stuff like that. Again, I'm all about fuck games. That's cool, right? But you don't do it. You know, to me, there comes a point in time where you're disrespecting the fucking unit. And this one dude said something along those lines, like, you know, that's pretty fucked up. There's a certain line you don't cross. And some other guy replied to him, like, oh, you must be fun at parties. See, and that's the thing. Like, I don't say I feel, because I feel it's for pussies. I think and I believe that we've lost respect for our units. And along with that, we've lost the esprit de corps that we had, you know, and yeah, but it's a way for us to decompress. Shut the fuck up. You're in garrison. You're in fucking garrison.
Yeah. Give you the other
side.
Go
Go ahead, devil's advocate. Right. Play.
Okay. Here's why somebody would do this, right? They have no respect in the unit because the unit has no self-respect. One, the unit doesn't respect the people in the unit. Two, like we're at a point right now where accountability is no longer a behind closed doors thing. Holding people accountable is not a sweep under the rug thing that you only hear in passing from people, right? If you're a shitty fucking leader and you don't fix yourself, then you will be online in seconds, and then the court of public opinion will fucking sort you out and stuff. Whether or not that's good or not, whatever, but it sure does fucking make people think twice before they send a stupid email to somebody telling about, hey, on Christmas I want a 1000 accountability for everybody that stays in the barracks. Yeah, you're like, oh, why would that happen? It does happen.
It does
and stuff, and unless somebody holds these people accountable, they get away with it and stuff. So maybe in this unit, I would be asking, why are they so disrespectful to the unit that they feel like they need to put googly eyes on fucking unit crest?
And
I would probably look at the culture in the unit and go, oh, this is why, because there's no fucking accountability, there's no leadership, there's no fucking, like, people just do whatever the fuck they want because it's not sacred. The culture that they created doesn't say, hey, this unit is so sacred and so important that you need to respect that fucking crest.
Take pride in it.
It doesn't exist. Yeah. So if you don't have that,
bro, I remember back in 277 in Fort Hood, we used to steal motherfuckers' guidons on runs. You know what I'm saying? On unit runs, you go out, take a motherfucker's guidon, have them chase your ass around a goddamn unit because your guidon was your shit. You know, we had pride.
I was esprit de corps with the battalion too.
Yeah,
like we really just had fun in 277. That was like the best battalion, best command team that I've ever been in.
Don't get it twisted. It had its fucked up moments. It had some stupid times, and it had some fucked up NCOs. Definitely. But I remember one of my NCOs told me a long time ago, if you want to change the culture in the Army, you become that NCO, and you don't teach what he teaches. So what we got is a group of NCOs that changed the culture of the Army to now this disrespectful piece of shit that it is, with all these jokers. Just again, I talk shit to Hunt about being hunted and worse and all that, but you know what? I admire and love the fuck that he loves that goddamn choking chicken, because he's proud of the rendezvous with destiny. You know what I'm saying?
These goddamn rocket sons, man. These rocket sons.
Hell no. Fuck rocket sons. Fuck the rocket sons, man. Balls.
Those dudes got some unit pride, man. It's no longer the
balls. Yeah, they do.
It's no longer the balls, by the way. It's Great Americans, I think.
Yeah, they changed it, but hey, I used to love it back in the day. Balls. Yeah, like we did a cadence. It was like, you got to have big balls. Like, we used to do. Like, it was fucking. I love that unit, man. That was another good.
And stuff like that, it's not there. So if there's no, it starts from the bottom. Then if coming full circle on this, it starts from the bottom, right? Building that pride in your fucking self, in your section, in your platoon, in your battery, in your battalion, in your brigade, then your fucking division, and so on, up to the fucking army, and then that builds pride in your fucking country, in your service. It makes you want to go to war. Look, man, if you join the military not wanting to go to war, get the fuck out the military, because it's an expectation. Sooner or later, you're gonna hit the ground, baby. You're gonna hit the fucking ground. I joined in 2004, knowing explicitly that I was gonna go to war. All right. And for those that joined pre 9/11 or pre 9/11, I got it. You thought we were gonna get a free ride. Cool. You did your service. You know what?
They got out.
The ones that got out, they were like, fuck this, not for me. I'm chucking deuces. You know what I'm saying?
They were gone quick. That's why people got promoted so fast, because people that joined in the 90s and shit, turns out they weren't ready for all that war shit. So they got out.
They were ready. They love the uniform. And they love the benefits.
But first ones that hide in the Humvees and shit. Fucking.
Hold up. They were like, quick. Profile. Hey,
Korea.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I only got 1 minute left, man. We're probably gonna have to come back and do one more 5-minute, if that's okay with y'all, just because I don't want to end it abruptly. But gentlemen, for real, thank you all for being with me for this past year. It's been fucking awesome. World War III is gonna be fucking off the hook. I'm just wondering if it's gonna be the Civil War first or World War III. We'll talk about it when we come back on the third segment. All right, y'all. I'll send you the link in a minute. Holy shit, part 3. All right, so I'm sending out the fucking invites right now. For those that are still here with us, man, I really, really appreciate y'all. Honestly, I do this because it's selfish, but it's therapeutic for me, as well as to me. If you ever wanted to wonder what happened on the gun line or out in the field or a group of soldiers and just want to be a fly on the wall, this is basically it, y'all. This is basically it. How we talk, what we talk about, and at the end of the day, we just have a good shoot the shit fucking time, man. I really wish that you guys would fucking write me, tell me some stories and shit. I would love to hear some stories from y'all, or some motherfucking questions and shit. But we'll see what happens, yo. We'll see what happens. I'm waiting on my other 2 knuckleheads to join us already. I sent them the motherfucking invites. Why are you acting all brand new? Anyways, this should be here in a second. Hey, to the homie that hit me up about the volume, I don't know how to work that shit. Hopefully you can hear me, and hopefully you hear us. But I get it, dog. You got artillery ears just like I do. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'll try to see what I can do on the technical side on this. I just don't know how to do it. And then again to Home Chick, who sent the love. I appreciate it, man. And honestly, look, everybody knows my stance. If they don't, they're gonna know it now. Here's how I stand about females in the military. I don't think that females should be in combat armed, personally. All right, that's me, Danny A. Lopez's point of view. Now, Staff Sergeant Lopez was of the same thought. However, he said when they come in, he's going to treat them like every other fucking Joe, regardless of fucking sex or gender. There was not going to be any special treatment, and there was not going to be no bitching or complaining, because I'm not going to adjust to you. You're going to adjust to me. And that was all. As long as you could do that, we're good. You could carry your own weight, you good. You could hump them rounds, you're good. And also my biggest problem was that there were going to be these fucking broads coming over from other MOSs, say supply or whatever, and they were automatically going to be coming as section chiefs. At least that was the rumor back then. And so this guy here was avidly against that, because this guy here came in as a private, having to learn his shell fuse combinations throughout the years and progressing from being a fucking round runner, powder bag bitch, and motherfucking all around do it all, to finally being a number one man, to finally being a gunner, to finally being a fucking chief. You see what I'm saying? So that is where my views come from. But anyways, that's no longer here nor there. The guys are back, and I just wanted to dump that out there. So where were we? Yeah, World War III or Russia, or Civil War. What's first? Y'all don't think a civil war is possible anymore?
Here in the U.S.?
Yeah.
I think people want it. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it won't happen, man. We talk a lot of shit, man, but we don't back it up. It's just who we are, man. We're just gonna talk a lot of shit. There'll never be a civil war.
It says that we're that I was reading the extremist language that they're bringing up in the military now, that you can't like or retweet or fucking tag or some shit like that. Urina's giving me this look like, oh, let's hear what you got to say about this.
Because I probably agree with what you're gonna say.
No,
assume. Way to assume.
I'm not assuming. I'm just saying you're giving me this look. See, you're assuming I'm going to say something negative. See, that's the assumption.
You're right. My bad. I'm a human being, man. I fuck up too. My bad. Yeah.
You are human? No, you're a simulation.
But
He's
glitching. That's why you're glitching so much.
What?
Why your internet keeps coming in and out. His signals bouncing off each other.
Right? I think Urina's not used to that high-speed internet. He's hearing everything live as it's coming, so this was retarded. But no, fuck, man, you may forget my point. Like, where does it end? I'm always worried about slippery slopes starting a precedent. Yeah, that's my biggest worry about everything. Where is it going to lead to? When is it going to stop? And right now, it seems like you can't be liking or tagging or resharing or posting shit that they find extremist. Well, who's the judge on what's extremist? Are we going to be like Canada and start saying and making it law for us to use certain verbiage and not use certain verbiage? Are we next to see that here in the States? Because that's what it looks like it's falling to.
Not as long as the first is around.
What do you think, Urina?
That's why this all revolves around Facebook. None of that shit would exist if there was no Facebook, because Facebook is what they're talking about, right? Mm-hmm. You can't like or share and all that shit. It's on Facebook. Like, what else do you like? Where else would you be caught and stuff? That's why I'm of the belief that people shouldn't use their real names on Facebook and stuff. If you use your real name, how does anybody know who you are?
Well, what was Dale's name?
Rusty Shackelford.
Name on King of the Hill.
Rusty Shackelford.
Yeah. Yeah. So I come about Rusty Shackelford for me on that.
Oh my dude, Dale was onto some shit though.
Except, I think there's a conspiracy that he knew that that wasn't his child and that John Redcorn was smashing his wife. I seen the cartoon theory about that.
Did you see the cartoon theory where Bobby Hill is actually the son of fucking
Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that one.
And it made so much sense, man.
And why she hates him so much?
Yes.
Yeah, because like Hank has a narrow urethra anyway. So
right. And then if you look at the way his head is shaped and all that, it is kind of Billish. Bill Deltreve.
And Bill Deltreve was in the army, man. He was an army barber.
Hey, he's a sergeant as an army barber.
Back then
he was playing Jody.
I tried to drink that blue juice when they fired him. Don't. It's all I know.
dude. And then it turns out that motherfucking what's his name? Hey,
Boomhauer.
That motherfucker was a ranger. He was a Texas Ranger or FBI.
Oh, what?
Oh yeah.
He was a cop, dude. He was a fucking cop.
Damn, missed that episode.
Getting it, man. That dude.
That was on the last episode. That motherfucker was pussy hounding.
Yeah, he was.
Shit. Yeah, that was actually a good show that was on that doesn't get enough credit for as good as it was. Because what I liked about that show was motherfuckers progressed in age. You know what I'm saying? They hit puberty. There was relationships. It was not stopped in time. Like, for example, The Simpsons was damn near 40 years old, but fucking they're still frozen in time. Go ahead, Rowena.
That was my introduction to Texas, man. Texas culture. Growing up, man, I don't know why I got attracted to that show. It came out in 1997, I think, and I started watching it from like day one. Like, it's a good show because it reminded me of Beavis and Butthead. Like the same guy, Mike Judge, created it and stuff. And I used to watch Beavis and Butthead religiously, so I was like, oh man, there's this show. It's just like Beavis and Butthead by the same guy. So I watched it, and that was my introduction to people from Texas. That's what I thought.
Except
this is Texas.
Except real people from Texas do not use propane or propane accessories.
Hell no.
They will use
all charcoal.
Yes, sir. But yeah, dude. So what do y'all think 2022 has in store for you personally? Oh, we already did that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
I never shared. Yeah. It was. What do we have for you?
What? Who? Where? Oh, for me? Oh, for me. Shit. God willing, retirement completely from working. Because honestly, look, man, I've been transparent on here about my mental health a couple of times, and you know, I didn't want to be a statistic. Was the biggest thing. I didn't want to be a stat when I got out the military, and so I wanted to work, and I thought I could handle it. You know, sometimes we have to fucking humble ourselves and realize that some of us ain't meant for the real world, or at least, you know what? Let me recap that. I would gladly work in a different type of environment if I was physically able to do so. So, for example, if you're 13 Bravo, don't go work in a fucking office environment unless you were a fucking training room or arms room or fucking, you know, stuck with supply or CBS or CBRN, whatever the fuck it's called right now.
Seaburn.
Yeah, that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So because it's mentally taxing the stupidity that you have to deal with in an office environment. Now, if you're gonna go out and work heavy machinery and shit like that, go for it, Chief. Handle it, you know, because you're with the same type of personalities, I think is the word I'm looking for, right? For me, I can't do it because physically I can't work construction or stuff like that, which I would actually enjoy. And physically can't do that. So I had to take something sedentary, and that I can't do. So with that being said, I hope to make this platform here. If I was able to retire, this will be my number one fucking what am I looking for?
Profession, job.
Profession / job / it's
something
what
more
I would
laid back.
focus on. Yeah, because it's something I can focus on. And, you know, I would like to reach out to more of the veteran community that are known, like, you know, the popular people like Matt Best from, you know, the coffee, Black Rifle Coffee.
Yeah.
You know, reach out to him, have him come sit down. The dude from Vet TV, the fucking Warriors, you know, a combat veteran, all those dudes. I would love to have like each one come on here, you know, and just give us a glimpse into what their military was like, because we know them from what I've seen. We know them on social media, but we don't know their story. You know what I'm saying? And I would love to get each one individually and just sit down with them and shoot the shit with them, like I did with my previous guest. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, if you got motherfuckers on TikTok that have absolutely nobodies, charging you to fucking argue with them. You know, what about these guys that are already fucking millions of viewers? Who's gonna come to a small podcast like this to shoot the shit? You know,
man. Do y'all know that he was a TikTok creator? It was Voodoo something. He was a Mexican cat. He was a drill sergeant. He retired and he was at Fort Sill. He was like, everybody loved this dude, man. He was shoot it straight. Like, hey, listen, stop gassing motherfuckers up. He would give the shit like it is, man. Unfortunately, he passed away a couple days ago, man. Damn, I farted. But yeah, he passed away. COVID, man.
Fucking Rona.
Yeah. It's cool because the dude actually followed me. Like, he has a lot of viewers, but he actually followed me on fucking the TikTok. So I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. You know, this pretty cool to have this guy follow me.
You know what I'm getting from TikTok followers? And I'm okay with it. But I'm getting a lot of these fucking robots or whatever that are following me. And I'm okay with that, bitch. Pump up my numbers. But Irina, you look like you wanted to say something.
I think, man, like, I would leave those people alone. I think they've already had they made it. They have a platform to say something. I think it's more important to highlight the people that are going down the same path that don't have a voice right now. And if you give them, and I'm getting deep with this shit.
No, go ahead.
You have a platform to give those people a voice that nobody else would listen to them. And it might save a life. It might do who knows what, but you have the ability to go find and reach out to these people that have a story to tell, but have no way to tell it because they're successful, or maybe they're not successful, or they're rich and stuff, but they don't have an outlet that's interested in them.
Right.
And they served, and they have a story, and they want to share it.
And that was like one of the main purposes of this podcast. You know, it's one of the purposes. However, you know, I hope to see it get to that. If there was ever an agenda that we had on this podcast, it was to get everybody's story out there, like you're saying, because everybody has a story to tell. I've interviewed both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? When I first started this, y'all are like some of my fucking first timers when I first started this shit. And y'all been ride or die with me from day one, you know, both of y'all. So that's what I want to continue seeing, that shit. And like you're saying, if there's anybody out there, man, that wants to come on here on the podcast, shoot the shit with us, you know, come and hit us up, man. Shit, it doesn't have to be one-on-one just with me. It could be all three of us just chopping it up with you know what I'm saying? And you get 3 different perspectives, 3 different point of views. So hit us up on the gunline@gmail.com. Male, female, straight, gay, bi, tri, lodi, I don't know what the fuck. Bring it on, you know. Cuck, non-cuck.
I don't think I think what you think it means.
But no, I mean, because Hunt likes cucks. So
no, man. No. I like fucking dudes' wives. Like,
right. So you like the cucks.
No.
Yeah.
No,
you like
man.
the guy
I'm
fucking his wife.
Oh, I just like, yo, here, I'm gonna fuck your wife. Like, you ain't gotta look at me. No.
You sit in the back. It'll be like the Dave Chappelle skit where they're doing road.
Like, real world. The
real
world.
Yeah.
Tyree has. No, you had sex with me too.
No, Sadie.
I had sex with Katie too.
Katie can stay.
No, I'll stay. I just didn't like the way he was looking at me. Dude, Chappelle was a nut. He was ahead of his fucking time, dude. Oh, I got one before we close out the year, man.
Oh man.
Y'all have a happy new year. Top 3 comedians of 2021.
Yo, show you reading that first picture I sent you, man. Oh, I didn't send it to you. I sent it to the wrong person. Fuck. Oh, I'm about to send it to you.
Oh yeah. I just want to apologize to the elementary school, the board, for the picture that you just received.
All right. So I'm gonna give y'all my top 3 comedians of 2021. It's gonna be Chappelle, followed by Bill Burr, followed by Tom Segura. I would have put Louis C.K. in there. God damn it. You know what? I'm going to take off. No, but I've been listening.
No, stay tuned. No, you already committed.
It's because, no, I just saw the latest Louis one. The Louis C.K. one, and it was
obviously
great.
he's not that important if he didn't like come to you like the first thing. So obviously he's not that funny.
What in the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, here's one.
No, that's not the funny one. That's not the funny.
And then here's this one.
So the caption says, Barbara, what do you want? Heard cough. Barbara, say no more film.
Gave her the Rona hair.
That's gonna be the trend. It's gonna be a new hairstyle. Get ready for it.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Hey y'all. I'm really hoping that this coronavirus shit is over. Look, the Omicron variant is out. It's the most what?
The Kenny McComicron.
The what?
The Kenny McComicron.
Dude. And if y'all haven't seen fucking South Park post-COVID special, y'all need to fucking go kill yourself and watch it.
God damn.
While you're dead. Nah, dude, it was really good. But honestly, at the end of the day, the Omicron is out there. Lur will be here soon for it. And if y'all don't know who Lur is, you're too young to be even listening to this podcast. Lur, ruler of Omicron Persei 8. Y'all find out. Anyways, yeah, I'm out of topics. This podcast is just basically, if you want to be a fly on the wall on the gun line, this is it right here. No agendas, no censorship, and no motherfucking no filter. Yeah. Be you, boo-boo. Be you. Again, to a homegirl, you know your name. I don't know if it's Bryce or Brister, but hey, I want you to hit me up on the DMs. I got something for you.
Me too. No, I'm playing. Yeah.
and this is why we shouldn't. This goes back to my all out of the army. Anyways, y'all, I appreciate it. Thanks for being here as always. Y'all got any I want to say anything before we close out?
Oh fuck.
Aliens.
We got to bring back crosstalk next year.
I don't know if you could
go ahead.
Masturbate, then come with your eyes open. I just thought about that. If I don't remember if I'm able to, do I close my eyes when it comes out, or do I keep them open? I don't know. It's just something I was just thinking about. Man. Sorry, my bad.
Now that you see, you open up another can of worms right now.
No, we don't have to.
No, hold up. Have y'all ever? Okay, see, to me, there's two types of nut busting. There's the regular bust a nut where you just like, oh, that felt good. And then there's that other where you bust a nut, where you get the tinglies all up in your nut sack, going all the way up into your inside. You're like, what the fuck? You're like,
I don't know, man. It's been a long time. It
sounds like gonorrhea.
Yeah, sounds like a case of the rhea.
Hey, the gift that keeps on giving, baby. Nah, dude. I mean, it just feels so good. You ever busted a nut just off a head alone?
No, twice.
No,
twice.
I can't.
Twice,
dude. All I'm saying is it's only happened about 2 or 3 times in my life, and they've been great. It is fucking awesome because you don't do anything. I'm talking about them doing all the fucking work. You're just laying down, and they're fucking sucking and pumping, and you're not even moving. And then next thing you know, you're like, oh shit, all up in there, bro.
If
and then they swallow that shit.
If this was a TikTok, I would put a comment in the section. It would be like him saying this, and then Lopez's family, and then the eyeball emojis. Like watching this right now, like.
Well, you know what? You can go ahead and clip it once it becomes that, and you do that, man. Because I don't know how to do any of that shit. With that said, you ever ate a girl till she came in your mouth?
Yeah. Like squirted, like yeah.
Oh no, I haven't had that yet. No.
Oh yeah.
And now I don't know how I feel about being peed in my mouth. But
I spit that shit right back in her mouth.
You be snowballing her. Yo, you ever been snowballed?
No.
You kind of hesitated there. That's all I'm saying.
No, ain't no way in hell. Yeah, I'd be fucked up. Like, go brush your teeth.
Your arena looks a little confused up there. Like, wait a minute, is something wrong with that?
So, in case the viewers didn't know, like, or listeners, like, I'm a practicing Buddhist. So, like, I don't know. So like I talk a big game, but like I don't engage in these kind of activities and stuff. So like all this stuff that you guys are mentioning, I'm purposely oblivious to all that. Like, I don't,
You know what?
I don't know it means.
It's funny because we ended up on Gun Line Real Topic Talk. This is the shit that we talk about when we get bored. And it all started with, do you close your eyes when you bust a nut?
But nobody answered that question, man.
I don't know. Like now, I'm not even gonna be able to jack off because I'm be like,
your eyes open.
Yeah. Stay alert. It's like stay alert. Stay alive.
Bro.
Like you gotta get too intense and just start. Dude, I'm gotta keep my eyes open.
Look at it,
dude. You know what's funny is I actually had a similar conversation to this with one of my buddies on the gun line. OTC Torres Cortez. We were having a conversation walking back from the defect to the battery over there. We're going back to the cough, and he asked, "Hey man, what if instead of our dicks getting hard when we get horny, our bodies got hard and swolled up?" You know what I'm saying? So we walk around all like,
this guy's a perv.
Elementary school would suck.
Dude, right? Dude, I think you know how many fucking HR cases there would be, or what is it, sharp cases? Yeah. Dude, and then of course I had to add on to it of like, dude, and not only that, like your pre-cum would be you spitting. You start having
sorry.
Oh my god, dude, coming in will be coming out of your eyes.
Could I go to the bathroom, please, ma'am?
How would you jerk yourself off? Like literally choke yourself as choking a chicken?
All right.
And then how would that work for females? Like if they get just wet, like do they just become all sweaty?
Yeah, they would start crying and shit.
Damn. And then they get the
something
smell
like exaggerated, like their arms go up.
Bro. But then you could tell what their smell is like, you know, down there. Because you could tell that she stank or not. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yo,
God. What is it?
Have you ever? All right, we'll end it on this one. Have you ever gotten ready to fuck? All right. And you know, I can't be the only one that does it. But you do that little kiss around the thigh area. Not that you're gonna eat her out, but you do that till you get a little, you know, whiff, and then been like,
Charlie Mike. Got to Charlie Mike that shit, man.
Sorry, Bob. I ain't about that TikTok life about got to see it through.
Got to see it through, my boy.
Yeah.
Got to see it through.
Yeah.
Nah,
Chief. Yeah, go for the prize, man. Package secured.
Mm-hmm. Got to see it through, my boy.
I'll get some head. I'll get some head, and I'll take some anal. But I'm not putting my dick in something that smells like your ass.
You think women don't have like that same concern though? They're like, it's always like a jack in a box, man. They don't know what's gonna happen. You either get a cheesy surprise or you don't.
Dude, imagine having that schmegma.
Yeah, that's what women have to like worry about, man. Like, am I gonna go down there and did this dude just run some fucking 10 miles?
But see, this is why I'm a firm believer in fucking women having cute and pretty feet. If they can take care of their feet, then that means they're taking care of their pussy. Just saying.
Such a foot guy, man.
Yeah, man.
It's not a fetish either. It's a preference. It's a preference.
Okay.
All right, y'all. What are we going to say, Hunt?
Nothing.
All right, everybody. Thank y'all for being here. Have a happy new year, and we'll catch you on the gun line next year, next Tuesday, next week. Second year of the new decade in the new millennium. Hopefully 22, you got something better for us, because if not, we got something for you. Rounds complete, intermission, gun line out. Bye, motherfuckers.